It's Sportskeeda Wrestling News. I'm Kevin. Get in the comments below. A lot to cover. Big stuff with John Cena still coming, even if he's not wrestling. A big spoiler. Yeah, we'll let you know when that's coming about a title changing hands in WWE. And there's a big stipulation for Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. All right, spoiler alert. We'll let you know about this one before we dive right into it. Here we go, all right? You ready to skip ahead? All right, go to the next timestamp if you don't want to know. All right, so SmackDown is doing the right thing in WWE, giving everyone, including the ring crew, the wrestlers, everyone, a week off. So they pre-taped next week's holiday episode, which would have aired the day after Thanksgiving, giving everyone an opportunity to have a longer holiday with their families. Well, that doesn't mean the wheel of WWE stops spinning for the fighting champion. The U.S. Open Challenge continues with another United States champion, the most fighting championship, I would say, in WWE. Dragunov, well, he accepted maybe one too many open challenges. We have a new U.S. champion, Carmelo Hayes. This is his first championship on the main roster. He's been a champion in NXT before. He was one of those top guys from NXT. Both him and Dragunov are great examples that WWE has a lot more depth than I think people are kind of realizing. Those guys are going to be future main eventers down the line. Just my prediction. What do you think? Massive prediction for what's going to happen with this stipulation involving Cody and Drew. Yeah, this was done on this week's SmackDown. A prediction for this maybe going in a direction we don't want it to go. Could we see a title change hands before a match? Yeah, a ridiculous stipulation kind of added, ridiculous in the sense of building tension, I'm not saying it's bad, between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, his hated rival for the WWE Championship. They've had more than a few of these matches, and Drew has negotiated, first off, him being reinstated back in WWE. But if Cody puts his hands on him one more time before they have that match, he is stripped of the WWE Championship. Could WWE go there and strip Cody of the championship and then have him win it back in the next match? Could they have him stripped of the championship and then the match, like the title's just kind of held up and he's not the champion, but it's a vacant championship? I don't know. Whatever it is, I just hope they don't get too ridiculous with this. Just my take. Also, is Cody going to remain the WWE champion by the time we get to WrestleMania or Royal Rumble? What do you think? A lot of people thinking they want a title change. I say let Cody fight to WrestleMania and we decide it there. I know some of you guys that are Drew McIntyre fans probably don't like hearing that. Get in the comments below. Give me hell. WWE calling someone up to the main roster? Yeah. NXT is all about the next superstar. And this one is ready to whoop that Trick. Trick Williams apparently is getting the call up to WWE soon. It used to be the call-ups from NXT would happen right after WrestleMania, introduce some fresh names to the main roster. Well, apparently that isn't happening. WWE has been kind of changing up the call-up structure, and considering how much content they put out, it's not just Raw and SmackDown. They got main event, they got digital stuff. You know, you're going to have a kind of a cross blending of NXT and Raw and SmackDown. And you do have that with some names. Chelsea Green is a great example. She does a lot of stuff on NXT. So I'm not saying you're going to completely see Trick Williams not on NXT in the future, but he's achieved all he can really achieve there. He also got to win the TNA championship with that deal. He's got a lot of charisma, a lot of upside, but I do think he needs that like big breakout match. He's had some good ones, but none that I say, wow, that's the Trick Williams match. But a lot of personality, and I think that goes a long way, especially on the main roster of WWE. What do you think? Trick Williams? Is he going to be a big star on WWE's main roster? Let me know in the comments below. We're not done with John Cena just yet. John Cena had a lot to say in a very anticipated interview, his first after retiring from WWE and in-ring competition. We know he's going to be sticking around. We'll tell you a little bit more about the project he has coming up. But what about the way that ended? Yeah, he spoke with Cody Rhodes on his sit-down podcast. What do you want to talk about? Yeah. And he said the ending where he smiled in the sleeper and I'm done. Yeah, that's what the ending was. A lot of people didn't like that ending and blamed WWE for it. But the more we examine it and the more even John Cena talks about it, it seems like it was his own idea of a poetic, expressive ending. He said, so essentially, I take my last breath. I have struggled. If you think of somebody, the natural cause of the scenario, or however we picture loss in our life, all of us have been through it. They struggle, they hang on just long enough to make sure they say goodbye to everybody. And that's been meaningful in their lives. And the whole day was so unbelievably vulnerable and meaningful. And then you realize I've connected with everybody I love. Physically, I feel great. I think it's time to take that last breath. And that's that. And I hate to keep going back morbidly to obituaries, but like this person died peacefully. Wow. Kind of puts it in a different perspective. I wasn't nearly as mad about this as other people, but I know. Was there another way for John Cena to end his career? I mean, if this is the way he wanted it, he got to do it, right? Looks like we're getting another John Cena documentary. Yeah, a John Cena documentary is coming in mid-2026. Apparently, it will stream on Peacock. And I'm going to make another big prediction for John Cena post-wrestling in WWE. He's going to be a major inductee in the WWE Hall of Fame. No one's saying it for 2026 recently, but it was reported back in November that he was someone they were talking about. Now, if he gets inducted, that's like over 90 minutes. I was at the Undertaker induction. It was so awesome. If John Cena gets inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame and you're a John Cena fan, that may be bigger for you than WrestleMania itself. All Elite Wrestling is stealing the year-end awards from WWE. I know, tribalism. Let's go there. Sports Illustrated dropped their Pro Wrestling Awards for 2025. I would love to know your wrestler of the year, your male wrestler of the year, your female wrestler of the year, your match of the year. Comments below, let me know. But Sports Illustrated, SI gave the men's wrestler of the year to Hangman Adam Page, the women's wrestler of the year to Mercedes Moné. If we're just talking AEW, I'm a little bit more inclined to give it to Toni Storm, but neither here nor there. She's the belt collector. Other notable awards, Best in Ring. So what's the difference between that and rest of the year? Best in Ring was Will Ospreay, another one. But WWE did get Match of the Year from Sports Illustrated for Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. I thought that was one of the best WrestleMania matches. So let me know, what's your Match of the Year? Gotta go with that one. AEW had a good year. This was an up year. They kind of turned things around a lot for them. I know a lot of people crapping on WWE, but AEW has done a lot of good. Good wrestling is good. Let's enjoy it when it's good. Yeah. What do you think of these wrestling stories and more? What do you think of me on camera? You can make fun of me or whatever. I expect it. Yeah, this is Sportskeeda Wrestling. We'll be dropping more news videos like this all the time. Also, check out our back catalog. We have other videos diving into that entire situation of why did John Cena lose that way? What were they going for? We have videos about that and so much more. Get in the comments below. Thank you for supporting everything Sportskeeda Wrestling.